What's up, guys? It's Dan. Thanks for clicking that button, checking out the video. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, eating right, working out. Sorry I haven't been putting up videos lately. Life's busy. My kids had another birthday, celebrating that, back to school, sports, all that. And I made a couple videos and I edited them all up, and really just felt like I was regurgitating the same things that everybody else is. Um, and as far as the Charlie Kirk case goes, I don't really know if there's any new details as far as pointing us in any direction that actually makes us closer to finding out the truth. It's definitely still a lot of fucked up shit going on. Today there was a cease and desist order for all the witnesses, which is pretty messed up. So the witnesses are not allowed to talk about what they saw or heard. Or supposedly, this is just from what I've heard and read into. And that seems odd, a way of silencing people still talking about it. Mainstream media has completely moved on. There's not a single thing about this case that makes sense. Just like, if I can remember right, every mass shooting, church burning, 9/11, CIA operative, Las Vegas shooting, none of it makes sense. If you guys follow along, the details are always fucked up. That we never get actual like witness testimonies like we used to. We never get to see the parents. We never get any details. No one ever has a social media account. No social media presence. They'll find a picture of somebody with all we found was one picture from 5 years ago wearing a Trump shirt. Just saw that again. Like, is this what we're supposed to believe as a public, as a mass? As is this all we have to offer in this world? Is people just fucking eating the fucking garbage cereal and moving on to eat their fast food McDonald's before they rush home from work, where they're gonna put on Netflix and watch some government indoctrinated show that shows them to. You don't even have to hit the "Yes, I'm still here" button. You could program it to keep playing now without it. Um, how is it that we just move on as a people? And when you try to talk to somebody about it, they look at you like you're fucking nuts. Um, so this video, I'm really just wondering what you guys think. When was the last time that you saw some mainstream massive event that seemed normal, where the details came out and you didn't seem like the government was involved? It didn't seem like they were completely just fucking peddling you some nonsense story. I can't believe the last time I watched a mainstream news, some massive story where it just didn't make sense. The helicopter crash, it hit the plane. That made no sense. Supposedly the girl had flown in circles and eventually almost hit another plane and then finally collided with that plane. Almost no news coverage, no media coverage. The Epstein scandal, we didn't even mention that. What a joke that is. You know, he killed himself, the most wanted man and since Hitler, literally caught and ready to take down the world's dark web of secrets. And then somehow he's able to kill himself. Like, how have people not been able to rally better? Like, you got Joe Rogan and Bill Bayou and Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. Now you got, I don't know, way more people with all these millions and millions and millions of followers. How can they not unite enough people that we can just say enough? There's enough videos out there. In the last week, since I made a video, I've probably watched another 100 videos about Charlie Kirk, and half of them have tie-ins to the CIA or Israel, government, psyops, payouts. The Charlie Kirk thing, the newest thing is the internet searches that happened in DC and in Israel, searching the exact name of the judge, the lawyer, the doctor, the nurse, where it's going, the building itself, the hospital he was rushed to. His boyfriend's missing. Literally, there's nothing that makes sense. Supposedly, I actually guess they don't have. That wasn't the murder weapon they showed us. That was just something like New York Times stuck a picture of some gun. I guess they're saying now. The witness, the letter he wrote and left to his boyfriend, I guess they don't actually have. So we saw a picture of it or someone talked about it. The Discord messages are super easy to fake, and I'm pretty sure I heard the owner of Discord said they weren't real, and that conversation wasn't something that happened. I'm not sure if that's real. There's so many misdirections, but that's the whole point here. But no matter what I look into, stupid people call it a conspiracy. They want you to move on. They want you to talk about the new soap opera with them. What are you watching? What new next Netflix show are you watching? You know, I bartend. I have a lot of friends. I talk to a lot of people. I've never even heard of half the shows that are recommended to me. And it's not like the old days where everybody was watching the same shows. You talked about it, you moved on. Now everyone's just engulfed in some fantasy land, looking at their phone. Like, you know, your kids, I try to keep my kids healthy, but watching TikToks by the thousands, the screen time's going up. People don't go outside anymore. They don't communicate. You try to talk to somebody, they think you're fucking weird. Especially if you try to talk to them about any of this stuff. You know, the government is starting to seem like a conspiracy word on its own. Like, you know, talking to my 16-year-old, or my cousin Don, who still needs to get on this fucking channel with me, and it just seems like every single word is the government. The government. It's like, man, I'm so sick of saying the government. Back since JFK, the government, the CIA. You know, that's my they or them. It's the fucking government, the CIA, the FBI. You know, and I think they got to Trump, you know, and trying to assassinate him, I think sent him a message. And then it looks like they shot one of his fucking commanders, or took out somebody close to him, maybe to send him another message and tell him to stop fucking around with the deep state. But this video I'm going to keep short, guys. I didn't put any bullshit in it. No editing in the background. I wanted to make something. I want you to keep your brains focused. There's something weird going on. I know everyone's saying it. Besides the government, the U.S. System forcing all of us into poverty. I'm the most poor I've ever been right now. Everything is so expensive. Trying to give my kids a good life is literally killing me. And I know everybody's feeling that. People in Florida are losing their homes because of the increase in taxes and insurance on their homes. Californians got burned out. You know, millions of acres burned all over the U.S. I constantly see smoke in the air from Canada. Like, this is not a normal world we're living in. You got to take care of yourselves. You got to watch out. You can only handle so much doom and gloom, but at the same time, if we're not paying attention and we're not all talking together and somehow we don't unite, something bad is going to happen. The government's shut down right now. We have no word what that's about. There's a giant 3-eye Atlas comet flying overhead. We can't get a good picture of it from any of the, it's supposed to be a comet, spaceship, aliens. We can't get a good report from any of the high-level telescopes or satellites that are floating around. No info on that. Now it's behind the sun, so we're not going to get any new info. Chances are we'll never know what was up with it. Maybe it was just a regular comet, but you certainly know thousands and thousands of smart people out there don't think it is. It happens exactly when the government's shut down. Last week, like 400 generals, some ridiculous number, were all called to some secret meeting. People are building bunkers across the U.S. and across the world in record number. Billionaires are locking down their shit. They're buying food supplies. They're building bunkers. I don't know. Well, you know, you guys let me know what you think's going on. I certainly hope that, you know, we fix the middle class and the hardworking people. We get wages up and life returns to normal. But it really just seems like we're going the opposite direction. People talk about, you know, a spy in the CIA. It seems like it's way more than that. I don't know if it's you, but it seems like our CIA is no longer, or hasn't been working for the U.S. since they shot JFK. I don't think they've had any Americans' best interests at heart. I really don't. You guys let me know what you think. If the government, CIA, the FBI, if that's your they, them. Thanks for watching the video. Click like, click subscribe, and let's really get a conversation going. I'll try to respond to every single person who drops a comment. Thanks again, guys. Take care of yourselves. Eat healthy. Eat right. Try to eat a lot of beef. Work out. Heavy weights. Don't hurt yourselves. And stay alert in public. You don't want to get... you don't want to become the next.